Hey Sagittarius, I just pulled some cards for you, and honestly what came through is making me pause because this reading is about something really significant happening behind the scenes right now. The theme that keeps coming up is the Watchmen are watching and nothing isn't seen and justice will prevail. So let me share what the cards are telling me about your situation. The first card I pulled is the Emperor, and this is interesting because the Emperor represents structure, authority, and divine order. What I am seeing here is that there are higher forces, whether you want to call them the universe, spirit guides, or just cosmic justice, that are actively observing everything that has been happening in your life. The Emperor is telling me that nothing escapes the watchful eye of divine authority. Every action, every intention, every hidden move that people have made around you has been documented in the cosmic records. This is not about paranoia or fear. This is about understanding that there is a divine system of checks and balances at work. Someone may have thought they could operate in the shadows, manipulate situations, or act with impunity, but the Emperor is here to remind you that true authority sees all. The foundation of justice is being built right now, and it is being built on truth and accountability. I am getting that you might have felt like certain things were unfair or that people got away with behavior that should have had consequences. The Emperor is telling you to trust the process because the wheels of cosmic justice turn slowly, but they turn with absolute precision. The second card that came out is the Wheel of Fortune, and this is where things get really interesting. The Wheel of Fortune is about cycles, karma, and the inevitable turning of fate. What I am seeing with this card in relation to your situation is that a major karmic cycle is completing right now. The wheel has been turning and it is about to land in a position that reveals truth and brings about necessary change. Someone who has been riding high on their own ego or deception is about to experience the downward turn of the wheel. This is not about revenge or wishing ill on anyone. This is simply about natural cosmic law. What goes up must come down, and what has been hidden must come to light. The Wheel of Fortune is showing me that you are protected by cosmic timing. Things are happening exactly when they need to happen. You might have wondered why certain revelations did not come sooner or why justice seemed delayed. The Wheel of Fortune explains that everything operates on divine timing, not human timing. The Watchmen have been gathering evidence, observing patterns, and waiting for the exact right moment when the truth would have maximum impact and create the necessary transformation. I am getting the sense that within the coming weeks, you are going to witness a significant shift in a situation where you felt powerless or unheard. Now the third card is the Hierophant, and this card is bringing in the energy of spiritual law and moral authority. The Hierophant represents the bridge between the earthly and the divine, and in your reading, this card is confirming that there are spiritual laws at work that supersede human manipulation. What I am picking up is that someone may have tried to use their position, their influence, or their perceived authority to control a narrative or outcome. The Hierophant is telling me that true authority comes from alignment with higher principles, not from worldly power or cunning. This card is also about truth being spoken through proper channels. I am seeing that information is going to come forward through unexpected but credible sources. The Hierophant often represents teachers, mentors, or institutional figures who uphold truth and integrity. This suggests to me that witnesses or authorities you did not expect to be involved are going to play a role in revealing what has been hidden. The Hierophant is also reminding you to stay aligned with your own moral compass. Do not lower yourself to the level of those who have operated without integrity. Your job is not to seek revenge but to stand firm in your truth and let the cosmic system of justice do its work. The fourth card is Five of Swords, and wow. This card is bringing up some challenging energy but also validation. The Five of Swords traditionally represents conflict, defeat, and hollow victories. In your reading, I am seeing this card as representing someone who thought they won by using underhanded tactics. This is the person who manipulated, deceived, or threw others under the bus to get ahead. They are standing there holding their swords, thinking they have triumphed. But the Five of Swords is actually a card of Pyrrhic victory. Yes, they may have gotten what they wanted in the short term, but they have destroyed their relationships, their reputation, and their integrity in the process. The Watchmen have been observing this person's tactics, and the Five of Swords is showing me that their hollow victory is about to crumble. What they gained through deception cannot be sustained. The Five of Swords is also validating your experience. If you have been in conflict with someone who fights dirty, this card acknowledges that yes, it felt like they were winning for a while. But the cards are showing me that their methods are their own undoing. Truth has a way of emerging, and those who build their success on lies are building on sand. A storm is coming and their foundation will not hold. The fifth card that came through is Queen of Pentacles, and this is bringing in a very grounded, observant energy. The Queen of Pentacles is resourceful, practical, and she pays attention to details. In the context of your reading about Watchmen and justice, the Queen of Pentacles represents the careful documentation of evidence. This could be literal, like financial records, messages, or documents that prove what really happened. Or this could be metaphorical, representing the accumulated observations and experiences that create an undeniable pattern. What I am getting is that the Queen of Pentacles energy has been quietly gathering proof. While others were making noise and creating drama, the Queen of Pentacles was taking notes, keeping records, and building an airtight case. This card is telling me that when the truth comes out, it will not be based on emotion or hearsay. It will be backed by concrete evidence that cannot be disputed. The Queen of Pentacles is also a card of nurturing and protection. I am sensing that you are being protected by someone who has been watching over your interests, perhaps someone maternal or someone who has resources and influence. This person or energy has been working behind the scenes to ensure that justice is served and that you are protected from further harm. The sixth card is Strength, and this card is so powerful in your reading right now. Strength is about inner courage, patience, and the power of gentle persistence. The traditional image shows a figure calmly taming a lion, which represents mastering our own reactions and staying centered even in the face of aggression or chaos. In your situation, strength is telling me that your composure and dignity throughout whatever ordeal you have faced has been noticed by the Watchmen. You did not retaliate with the same low tactics that were used against you. You did not lose your integrity or your sense of self. This card is validating that your strength was not weakness. Your refusal to engage in toxic behavior was not passivity. It was spiritual maturity, and it has been recorded in your favor. Strength is also telling me that you have the inner fortitude to handle whatever revelations are coming. When the truth emerges and justice is served, you will be strong enough to witness it without being consumed by bitterness or the need for vengeance. Your power lies in your ability to remain compassionate and centered even as others face the consequences of their actions. The seventh card is the Tower, and here we go. This is the energy of divine intervention and necessary destruction. The Tower represents the moment when structures built on lies, ego, or false pretenses come crashing down. In your reading, the Tower is confirming that a major revelation or upheaval is imminent. Something that has been hidden is about to be explosively revealed. The Tower does not mess around, it brings swift and dramatic change. What I am seeing is that the Watchmen are about to release what they have been holding. The truth is going to come out in a way that shakes foundations and forces everyone to see reality clearly. The Tower is uncomfortable, but it is ultimately liberating because it clears away illusions and false structures. For you, Sagittarius, the Tower is actually bringing freedom. Whatever or whoever has been holding you back through deception or manipulation is about to lose their power over you. The Tower is also a reminder that this is bigger than personal drama. This is about cosmic correction. When something is out of alignment with truth and justice, the universe eventually steps in to restore balance. The Tower is that intervention. I am getting that this revelation could involve multiple people or a wider circle than you expected. The ripple effects of the truth coming out will be significant. The eighth card is Nine of Wands, and this card is showing me that you have been through a lot. The Nine of Wands represents someone who has been in battle, who has been tested repeatedly, and who is still standing but understandably wary and guarded. If you have felt exhausted from defending yourself, from trying to prove your truth, or from dealing with ongoing challenges, the Nine of Wands sees you and validates that experience. This card is telling me that you have every right to be cautious and protective right now. You have earned your battle scars, and you have learned to keep your guard up. However, the Nine of Wands in combination with the other cards is also telling me that your long defense is almost over. The siege is about to be lifted. The Watchmen have seen your resilience and your perseverance. You have held your position with integrity, and it has not gone unnoticed. The Nine of Wands is encouraging you to hold on just a little longer because reinforcements are coming. Justice is on the way, and you will not have to fight alone or defend yourself much longer. The truth will be your vindication. The ninth card is Four of Cups, and this is an interesting energy to come through right now. The Four of Cups traditionally represents apathy, contemplation, or being so focused on disappointment that we miss no opportunities. In the context of your reading about Justice and Watchmen, I am interpreting this card as a warning not to become so consumed by the situation or by waiting for justice that you miss the blessings and opportunities that are available to you right now. The Four of Cups is reminding you that while cosmic justice is unfolding, your life is still moving forward. There are gifts being offered to you, new possibilities emerging, and positive energy trying to reach you. Do not let the drama of the past or the anticipation of vindication cause you to withdraw from life. The Four of Cups is also telling me that you might be feeling somewhat detached or emotionally exhausted right now, and that is completely understandable. However, try to remain open to the good that wants to come into your life. The Watchmen are handling the justice part so you can focus on your healing, your growth, and your future. The 10th and final card is King of Swords, and this is the card of truth, clarity, and justice delivered with precision. The King of Swords represents the ultimate authority in matters of truth and fairness. This king cuts through illusion with his sharp intellect and his commitment to what is right. In your reading, the King of Swords is telling me that the final judgment is coming, and it will be based on facts, evidence, and objective truth. The King of Swords does not make decisions based on emotion or bias. He looks at the situation clearly and renders a verdict based on what actually happened, not on who is more charming or who tells a better story. This card is confirming that the Watchmen who have been observing everything are aligned with this King of Swords energy. They have been gathering facts, documenting evidence, and preparing to deliver a judgment that is fair and irrefutable. The King of Swords also represents communication and the power of words. I am getting that the truth is going to be spoken clearly, and there will be no ambiguity. When the revelations come, they will be communicated in a way that leaves no room for denial or manipulation. The King of Swords is the ultimate card of accountability, and it is telling you that justice will prevail. So Sagittarius, when I look at all 10 cards together, the message is crystal clear. The Watchmen have been watching. Nothing that happened to you, nothing that was done in secret, nothing that was unfair or unjust has been unseen. The cosmic forces of justice have been documenting everything, and they are preparing to act. You are entering a period where truth will be revealed, where those who operated without integrity will face the natural consequences of their actions, and where you will be vindicated and freed from whatever has been holding you back. Your job is not to seek revenge or to force things to happen. Your job is to stay in your integrity, remain strong, and trust that the universe has your back. The Wheel of Fortune is turning, the Tower is about to strike, and the King of Swords is preparing to deliver his verdict. Justice is not just a possibility, it is inevitable. Keep your head high, Sagittarius, because the truth is on your side, and the Watchmen are working in your favor.